Hey everybody, Matter77 here, bringing you another airsoft video. This one is a review of the XCORTECH X3500. This is their newest chronograph, and I was certainly impressed by it, and I will explain that further on. Alright, so when you open the box, it will look pretty simple, just like this, with your chronograph on the left side and the detachable LED screen on the right side. I also bothered to pick up a microfiber cloth for cleaning the LED screen. Not necessary, but it makes it a lot easier to read because mine came with fingerprints all over it. You also get a manual, which is pretty good. It has some Chinglish, but one side is all English, the other side is I think it's Chinese, so or maybe it's Japanese, I don't know, but the English portion is actually very easy to read, and the instructions are pretty good for setting this thing up. Alright, so let's talk about the main hardware first. You have your actual black box here, the actual chronograph. As you can see here, it has a charging cable, or has a charging adapter, so you can actually charge it instead of putting batteries in it, and you just really slide this out right here, and it takes 2 AA batteries, as you can see. They do seem to last quite a while. How do I do that? There we go. And also, that same note, there's a tripod adapter down here. Okay, now moving on to the LED screen. This is what it looks like when you get it. Let's have the camera focus on it real quick. So yeah, as you can see, just the LED screen. You can see the webcam through it. With your main controls, which are these 4 buttons, and this is what powers it on. I'll shut it off now. And there you go. It does actually fold out. Just pull it open like that, and boom. And that's how you can hook it onto your RIS rail. So it hooks onto a rail system, as well as the actual chronograph. And I will show you on both things. So, to put it on the chronograph, you get the side that has like the indent right here. Not this side with the full thing. You want the one with the indent right there. Then you will want to line it up. Take the bottom piece first, scoop it in like that, and then you just close it. And it's locked now, and now you can go like this, open it. One thing to note is that it actually sometimes does happen to fold. If you just slap it, it kind of folds. It doesn't lock out, so it is prone to folding if you knock it or something like that. But this part, the detachable piece, stays on very well. And I'm not worried about it falling off of the main hardware itself. Alright, so when you turn it on, it might be hard to read on the screen. Okay, so you can't read that, but when you first turn it on, it will say lost chrono, power on chrono, or press any key to resume. To power on the chrono, you see that little button right there? You want to push it. So you're just going to turn it on. It will flash green like that, and now the screen has changed and will show you your chronos. There are 4 main menus. Let's go. This is your first menu. Top row shows RPS, bottom row shows FPS. Second one, this one is the same exact setup. Oh, there we go, it focused. Same exact setup, only it tells you on the very right your ammo, so 6mm BBs .20. And then, what do the other ones say? The other ones, the one on the very left says joules, and the middle one, I don't usually worry about that. That's joules per centimeter squared. Can we go third? No. Third one, this when you start shooting, it will fill up that whole empty spot with your shots. I think that holds your last 10 rounds or last 8 rounds in that screen right there. And then in the middle on the bottom, you can see it shows your average. Let's see if I can get any closer. It shows your average. And then I don't know what S to D stands for or E to S, but I haven't really had to worry about that. And then on the right hand side, it'll tell you your minimum and maximum values as well. Right here you can choose your ammo type. So I have the preset ammos right here. As you can see, I've got .20s, .3s, or .23, .25, .28, .3, and .32. So you can hold up to 6 of them. And then to choose which one you want to do, if you're watching my finger right there, you're going to scroll up. Let's say I want to do .25s, and you're going to press the right arrow, and now you have selected that. And you can change the VB by pressing that right arrow again, and you can adjust it by using the up and down arrows. And then you can also change your caliber as well by doing the same thing, up and down arrows. You can go into your unit and change your ROF to be RPM or RPS. I keep mine on rounds per second, and then speed from feet per second to meters per second. This, your lock preset, so what this does is, here I will explain it. So it does have this cool auto rotate feature. So if I hold the chrono like this, the LED stays straight up. If I go like this, it shifts again, upside down, shifts again, and then this shifts again. So what that other feature does that I was showing you was it just locks it. So let's do this real quick. So now when I go like this, it's locked in that position, so it does not rotate automatically like it did before. I prefer the auto rotate because I can mount it on any piece. Let's see if it'll focus. Come on. There we go. I prefer the auto thing. It's just really nice. And then your last one is APO. This is how long your chronograph will stay on before shutting off automatically. You can go up to 60 minutes. I just keep mine at 5. And to power it on, you just have to tap that button on the top and then press this button as well. Nothing too big to worry about. I don't actually suggest putting it to 30 or 60 unless you own a field. If you own like a CQB field where you're doing this constantly, it might be a good idea just to leave it on. But for me, my purposes, I just use it when I'm done teching on guns, or if I'm with my friends and we want to chrono our stuff, then I can do it pretty easily like that. Just 5 minutes seems to work. Then last option is backlight. You can choose to have it auto. You can turn your light off, on, or have it auto. So if it's dark, it'll like, or if it's dark or light, it will decide what kind of lighting will work best. And then brightness, you can change it. Oops. You can change your brightness, mid, low, and then high. I keep mine on high because I'm outside. For this, it would actually, for this review, it would work best on mid. So I'll do that for the rest of this. And then, I don't know what this is. I think it's reverted color or something like that. Yeah, it just makes your screen black. Oh, and it makes the letters stand out more. That is actually not a bad option. I actually like that option. But yeah, so those are the options. I'm actually going to keep it like, whoops, I am actually going to keep it like that. And there you go. So that's what it looks like on there. And those are all the features of the chronograph. And so as you can see, you got 4 pages, 1, 2, 3, 4. I prefer to keep mine right here. As you can see, we switched to 0.25 gram BBs, so that's what happened there. And then you can shoot. It reads excellently. I haven't gotten, I know on some chronographs you get the TOO or TOUT reading. I have not received that once with this chronograph. It does, I believe it measures anything between 5,000 and, 50 FPS and 1,000 FPS, anywhere in there. Or maybe it's 1,200 FPS, I don't recall it. But, it's pretty accurate. Most of my guns that I chrono end up being pretty consistent, so the chronograph hasn't had issues with that. Rate of fire also seems to make a lot of sense. When I double test it with a different chronograph, like at my field, they seem to be pretty correct. And I actually trust this chronograph more than I would trust like the evac brand ones or the older XCORTECH ones, because this one is a newer chronograph and it looks a lot nicer. So just to show you one thing, I have a rifle here. This is my Echo 1 AR-57. I will do a review later of it, probably sometime in the next week or so. But just to show you, you're going to clip it on the same way you did it on the other thing. So, boom, and it is locked. So as you can see here, we've got our chronograph locked, swivels out front there. It's actually not meant for that. It is meant, I kind of messed up there. You're supposed to put it on the left side. Because the reason being, now I can read my values. See if I can get it close up in the camera. See, now you can read your values while you're shooting. You can read whatever happens. So yeah, overall it is a great chronograph. I recommend that you go out and buy it. Like I said, it is $90. Might not be necessary for everybody, but if you take on your guns frequently, or you just really want to have a nice chronograph like I did, that all your friends can use, people at the field can use, this is definitely one to pick up. It has worked flawlessly for me so far, and I have nothing but good things to say about the chronograph. Let's just put it that way. So yeah, I would highly recommend it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will catch you guys next time.